Okay, so I wanted to show the difference between the DX Gashats. Does not want to focus. And the candy ones and the full size like Gashapon ones. Wanted to show the difference between them. These all kind of have more sounds and you can still use them in the driver. But you only kind of notice it until you first look at one, that these are both the same, except for this is the DX one, this one's the candy one. And the top on this one, I don't know if it's really that easy to see on screen or not, but this one's wider and more solid. It even has kind of a texture on it. And you can see these, like, grooves, because this is a lot thicker than the plastic on this one is. But you almost can't tell at a difference how they're different at all. But one thing is, if you can look at the backs, the candy one has a colored image on the lens. And the battery compartment is smaller because it only uses 2 batteries instead of 3. But it's very, like, even the construction of the body of these two is just slightly off that you wouldn't be able to see it at first glance. But also, these line designs here, on the candy one it's thicker, and on here it's thinner. And you even have kind of these lines up here too. So, like, the better, because you can almost see through this image here a little bit. So, unless you can see the backs, it's almost hard to tell unless you can see these extra little details that it has, between the two. And then the full-size Gashapon ones, it's pretty much the same. Like, this material isn't as solid looking, and it doesn't really have a texture to it. It's just like a solid white you can almost see through. And then, of course, the image on the back is in color. But this one, you put it together, and these ones, the sound is usually at the bottom, where this one isn't. And the battery compartment is this way, it's up and down, and it has 2 batteries still. But see, it would slide together here after putting the handle in, and like screwing this on. Now these two are almost identical, but they're slightly different too, just because even the battery compartment and how it's assembled is approximately the same, but you can see differences, like how this is rounded. This almost has squares out of it. You can see in there is slightly different from the top part of here and here. From even, like, the top part of the DX one. Oops, I had it turned the wrong way. It just looks different in there, too. Like, just the bottom part of the plastic, even. And there's grooves on top of this one. Up here, too. But the sound difference pretty much is, this one makes the gotcha on, gotcha off sound when you put it inside and out of the driver. Plus it has it lights up and it shows, well, and it says the whole title quest theme. And then, of course, the game over or game clear. Well, the candy ones, it pretty much says it does almost all the audio here, but you can still use the triggers like they would normally. You can just listen to all the sounds via this button, it just doesn't light up. See, it didn't have the music after it. But then it does the level up one. It does the third form transformation sound. And then it does a name accent. But this one, as well as I think a few other ones, because I only have a few candy Gashats, and this one's the only full-size Gashapon one that I have. But some only have like 2 announcements, and then just the normal sounds in here. But also something I'd found is, this is the real one. The candy Gashats are a little quieter than the normal ones, and this one, especially, is even quieter. It's not that loud at all. Now I can put both of these guys in here. It offset a little bit on the sounds, but I did have the real one as the back one, and this one as the front one. Because if you use a lit one and a non-lit one, because this one kind of, it's weird, this one kind of went off like it was just doing the level 1 thing, but it can do all of them. But I also found that these ones have a slight delay. Like, it has a delay when it's in the 3rd spot, just kind of as normal. But with the candy ones and stuff, it has an even more of a delay, it seems like. And I think that sounds pretty much like the first level one as the second one. You know, different from how this one, the normal one, would sound. Which... And of course you have those sounds that the other one doesn't. And he just naturally has kind of a shorter second form one. It's kind of weird. And of course this one, you know, can pretty much do that too, except for, you know, the in and out and the light sounds. I mean the lights. And this one doesn't seem to have like if I can talk, an active when you first put it in there. then you put it in second. Okay, now let's see if we can get some light in these by putting that one there and the real one in here. So you can get a little bbit more lights and sounds, you know, for the ones that don't light up. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of show that difference, because I had a set that pretty much these two came in a 5 set, and they were all candy Gashats, and this one's Gashapon one. But these are the only two that can do their full sounds. The other ones, unfortunately, were slightly broken and didn't. They only use their top trigger sounds, and they can't do the sounds inside the driver, because these buttons don't seem to work. But I still want to show them off, so I just wanted to show the difference between the ones I have so far, the DX ones, the candy ones, and this one Gashapon one that you can put together. Okay, see you guys next time.